the SEC has made the case in its motion that that there can be an investment contract without a contract, any rights granted to the purchaser and without any obligations to the issuer. What do you say to that?
In order to have a contract, you have two parties. No matter how the SEC wants to spin the facts, the reality is to have a contract, you have two parties have to agree on something. You don't necessarily have it written. You can have oral contracts, you can have implicit contracts, but you have to have two parties. The reality is there are not two parties. Ripple doesn't know who bought the XRP. The people who bought the XRP don't necessarily know Ripple. You have to remember that 99.9% of XRP trading has nothing to do with Ripple, the company. So when you talk about, okay, XRP is a security, I go back to something I said years ago when this started. A security of what company? Of what, like, who is the owner? So I think it's very clear there is no investment contract. If you get past the investment contract, which I think is hard, across the Howey test, you also don't have, you have to meet all three prongs. And in the case of the XRP case, you can't meet all three prongs for sure. And so we think that the judge will see that the law is very clear. We think the facts are very clear. And we think this is just a gross overreach of the SEC trying to wrest control of that uncertainty that has existed. And really the unfortunate thing is the SEC and really the U.S. government hasn't taken this step to provide that clarity that a lot of other countries around the world have.
Mm-hmm. I mean, for years you've spoken.
Man, it's a dub, man. You hear garlinghouse. You hear garlinghouse, baby. It's a dub, baby. We won that. We winning the case, man. Load up on those ISOs, man. Load up on those utility tokens, man. You know what I'm saying? Web3, you know what I'm saying? Metaverse, you know what I'm saying? Load on, trillions. This market's going to be worth trillions a couple years from now, man. Trillions. That little 3 trillion that we went to about a year ago or whatever, nothing. That's a blip on where this market's going to go. It's a blip. It's a small hiccup. It's a small hiccup. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Load up. And when this collapse happens, because right now they trying to just, you know what I'm saying, change everything over with the hegemony and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like what I'm trying to say is, you got the Belt and Road out there with China, and they're going to use only digital yuan. That's going to give a lot of usage and power to the yuan. They doing the de-dollarization, man. I'm telling you, you want to be ahead of this dollar collapse, this U.S. dollar collapse, and they're going to go right into digital, and you know what I'm saying, and it's all going to be, on blockchain, like we all been saying. So get into those utility tokens. Quant's going to be multi-$1,000s, you know what I'm saying. XRP is going to be, you know what I'm saying, upwards in the hundreds, you know what I'm saying, a couple years from now. Once everything changes over and that utility comes, Algorand, XLM, XDC, you know the family that we talk about, the family of currencies we talk about. You know what I'm saying? So load up. I'm out here right now, man. I'm out here in traffic, man, getting this gig economy money so I can pump it into these cryptos. You know what I'm saying? Load up. It's a dub, baby.